Hello everybody, I think I'm about ready to get started. So presumably today is the last day of the event. I mean, Ephinea sometimes lets events run longer than expected, but I'm pretty sure they won't let this one go through. I think they've been switching over to automated events, but I don't know, we'll see. So in the meantime, while I wait for people, since I don't think literally anybody's here at the moment, might as well just do whatever I want. Doesn't even have to be rare enemy. I'm liking this song though, as we get towards the end of the Xenoblade 3 Chronicle soundtrack. Maybe a couple songs left to go. Yeah, we'll do a couple of Sealed J runs while we wait. I think it's better than just standing around in lobby. I don't know what's causing it to load like this, but man oh man, if somebody knows why this is starting to happen, I would love to just fix it. I do not care about seeing guild names, I want to see player names. Hopefully it's just a thing where it just reset it once, and if I log out and log back in as this character post-event, I don't have to continuously touch it. Because I can guarantee you, I did not set it to look at guild names for every character. Drop combo there. Controller was being a bit weird. That's... Vice, come on. Did it really lock on to that trap and not the one that I just... Whatever. I feel like I'm just getting trolled today. Also, I better check one thing. No dead zone. Okay. Okay, that explains a little bit of it. I fixed that at least. It's good to learn now where I'm just messing around. The double whammy of controller issues. Oh, slightly messed up with the angle, but I could fix this. It's fine. I just didn't have faith my Vice was gonna lock onto the trap, because I'd like to just freeze him, and then I end up perpendicular to the target, so he shouldn't really do anything. He's not gonna leap at me if the wall's directly behind me, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he'll have to walk at me if he's gonna do anything. Like that. The aggressive posturing is real. Damn. Well, at least we found out about the no dead zone. Because I was like... I'm like... I swear I did not even vaguely look in that direction, but it could have been just the controller resetting. Yeah, I think later today I'll pick up another controller, but we'll see. Not really like a lot of places out near me at this point. I might just sleep in, to be honest. I'm on the fence which one I'll end up doing. Except the ship was gonna go down in time. Oh. Freezing him doesn't... Today I learned. I thought if he got frozen he would eventually unshield because it counts, but I guess he never negated it. I guess that makes sense. Stuff I don't usually pay attention to, since somebody always inevitably hits the Gaigui. Like my bullets there refuse to hit the target. Unfortunate. Whatever, not our cleanest run ever, but we'll take it. Okay. Let's warm up with... one of these runs. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I was gonna say, dare I go back to CF4 with this character? I guarantee you like 100 of those hours were CF4. This character went in like the depths. I don't know if I want to go back to that. I'm like, maybe no more solo CF4. I think a majority of that was off stream, fortunately. But man, the desperation was real. Yeah, like I put several hundred hours on these forces, but honestly, they didn't find like a ton of items. Some of my other characters that have spent as little. Alright, hold on, we're gonna check something real quick. I'm going to ask in the forum what they did. If I select this character again and it's not the thing that I selected, I am absolutely putting a complaint in. Like, I really don't want to see it defaulted here. So we're gonna double check this. This is really bothering me. I really do not want to see the guild name by default. I have always left it on name, and on occasion I accidentally tap it when I'm in a menu. Why is it doing this? Alright, we're putting it in complaint chat officially. I don't like doing this every time I select a character. I find that very annoying. So it remembers as long as I'm the character, and then it forgets later. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the help section in Discord and be like, what's happening? Please spare me whatever this is. As I said before, I don't think that was a thing, and I don't know what they broke. I don't know if it's advanced config, something is happening, but it's really irritating to me. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Though it's like a personal pet peeve, and every time I load in, I can't not see it, so I can't not comment on it because it just keeps happening over and over. So brutal. This is probably fun. So we'll just play until we see some people. Don't feel like I selected the right quest. I think I missed by one. No. That one. I'm like, I don't remember seeing the wall of description text there. Yeah, I think I did E. Which, to be honest with you, I don't even remember which one this is. I remember Rev 1. I know Xrd. What was E? We'll play that again later. Maximum Attack 1 version 2 is a horrible maze. I'm like, I don't know about that. Yeah, I was looking for the notice on the left side. There we go. I'm just comparing damage. Honestly, Zonda's still pretty strong. Even without the buffs on. Oh, the other dragon's over there. Oh, my bad. For some reason I thought he was a lot closer, and then I looked at the dots and I'm like, no, he's not. Goodbye, Nano Dragons. Let's see where it takes me today. Fines, okay. It would be funny if I got like a V101 just messing around on Rare Enemy Week in an area where I don't care about Rare Enemy. PSO doesn't really care about logic or reasoning in terms of how you get items. They're like slightly out of range. Fortunate. I wonder if I target like the right side of the lilies, if that can leave it so that I can hit the left side later, rather than have that awkward split that just happened. Those are things I'm thinking about. Because I feel like last time I did this, I didn't have trouble hitting the back row of 3. So I don't know what was different. But I could try targeting a bit differently. Come on, please freeze. Are you really not gonna freeze? Wow. Wow, that's just unlucky. Come on, I hit them like 5 times. You gotta be kidding me. Brutal. There we go. Oh, the other one. Oh, the other one just barely unsealed. Damn, if I had swapped into it earlier. That was player error. I could have gotten that other one. I just swapped into that right before activating them. That time between switching would have actually not been an issue. Oh, well, you live and learn, I guess. Oh, oops. I don't know how I popped this one up. I don't know what button this is by default. Is it this one? Good enough. There's like one of my D-pads is set erroneously. I have to go fix that. So I don't know what menu that is. Might be F1. To think about it. I don't usually activate the help menu. That's why I was like, what button is that on the controller? And then what button is that on the keyboard? Gotta think about that for a second. Goodbye, enemies. Sparta, please. Our pan arms, huh? There we go. I can always chip him out for a little bit of damage and then burst him to some extent, even without demons. Because if he's lasering, he can't split. But if I do enough damage that it half healths him, approximately, then he'll actually split before doing laser. So it's like, I don't want to go too fast with the initial damage, but I want to put some damage on him. You know what? I have no idea how that homing shot missed me, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm pretty sure he did the homing shot, and I barely moved. I got him shocked that didn't just knock me down or something. We'll take it. I guess I'll switch to magical. Should work. After this, we'll do some trolls if nobody's here. Otherwise, we'll play with groups, of course. Canaween escaped. I don't really care. Canaween doesn't give anything on orange, to my knowledge. One of those ones, I'd rather just be done with the room. I will not be doing Bolt Op if it shows up. I don't have good equipment for it on this character. I did pick up a red sword recently, but I don't have enough crimson coats. I'll have to get some of those at some point. Game, please. I'm kind of okay with him slowly chipping out the Sinnoh Red, to be honest with you. Fun. The knockdown is brutal. One day she'll have enough defense. One day. I probably could have predicted that that wasn't going to aim at the Sinnoh Red, but one could have hoped. I might switch it back to... Okay, actually. I think I need more of a stun lock here. Like, I'll knock them down for now, but... What's the spell there? Answer. Oh, I'm ready to do nothing. Yeah, you can poke me out if you want for that little bit of damage. Can't see to target because the brands are so big. I'm just assuming this will kill them. Oh, actually, almost instant killed the Cannabines. Kind of funny. Or the Cannabins, I mean. I should kill them. I'm just marking them for XP mostly. Yeah, this room in multiplayer is really annoying. This room in single player is like so free. Like, I'll take a little bit of damage at the end there, and that little bit of damage will kill you in multiplayer. In single player, it's just a minor inconvenience amount of damage. For people wondering how to deal with it, it is just so much easier in single player. Legit, just face tank it, doesn't matter. Come on, take me to Temple, don't take me to Vault Up. They're kind of aimed weirdly, but that's okay, we put them in between there. Fortunately, damage one of them a bit lopsided. Nope. No lyrics. Ooh, final song. Wait a second. I had another song loaded, but maybe it closed earlier. That is the end of the Xenoblade Chronicle soundtrack. I guess we'll listen to Sea of Stars ahead of time. Minor spoilers, I guess. Also, excuse me? 5 hours? Well, okay, well, it's gonna be running for a while. Well, we were talking about long soundtracks earlier. The problem is that they weren't quite facing each other. So this room I gotta learn how to do a little better. I can have the missiles basically chip them out. Give me a moment to debuff, jeez. How annoying. So the other fun fact is if there's only one there's only one Baranz, they can't really do anything against the wall. I don't know how many people actually know you can do that. So just like I slowly battled my way over there when it was just down to one Baranz. It's risky to do it too, because if they bump into each other, then you're gonna get hit. Or if they're at an angle, it's not gonna work. Oh, I ended up with the Sinnoh Red room in the end. That's good. It's actually really good. I want Sinnoh Reds. Reds and blues are what I'm gonna see in orange. Plus Guild Chicks. Pretty good room to end on. Even if I get Volt up here, I'm happy. Let's circle around towards the top of the room because I think we're going up to the Dub Chicks. Wow, that was like one of the best freezes. It just literally hung up the entire crowd. Wow. What a 10 out of 10 freeze. I made that really easy. Shockingly, no Glide Divine on this character, but I know I have extras, so it shouldn't really matter. There's enough here, I might as well switch to Rebard Emerge. Oh, I like that synchronized death. I think this will work. Such a shame. No V101s, no X-Cows. I'll take the HP material though. Simple mono fluid, we don't care about those. Please don't be Volt up, please be Temple. Yes. Okay, there we go. Value time. You know what? I might as well wear the general body. Literally no downside. Rather just get tankier. I was complaining about defense earlier. I don't know the waves on this one as much. Like, I know there's going to be a million Darkbringers, so like I'm going to have Ice out by default. But in terms of like where I should be positioning, I'm not sure. Oh, if I get Mag Invincibility, I'm going to be so happy. You have no idea. Wow, they are doing almost nothing now. That's a good feeling. Thank you, extra defense. See, that's an example where I actually don't want extra health. I just want extra defense. When they get Jellind, oh, it feels so good. I don't want them doing anything. Oh, the Confuse. So I guess if I end up in this path again, I could just take Cure Confuse. Just because there's so many things that could apply it, it's going to be very hard to avoid. Leave me alone. It's such a shame. The Chaos Bringers also give good items. It's Prophets of Motav. I really thought I'd be able to walk between them, but I guess I can't. Deceptive Visuals. I would have thought you could have walked in that gap that's closest to us, but apparently not. It's gonna take forever. I don't have a good weapon for them. I guess I might as well magical fix them. That feeling when you stop the charge, but it's not good enough. Oh! Oh, I got frozen into that. That was brutal. I didn't think about that. Thought I was wiggling enough for that to not happen, but that was kind of unlucky. Then we're gonna go kill the Crimson Assassin. Getting disarmed is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Goodbye, my TP. Just checking the wave out. Nothing good concern. Goodbye, Del Sabers. Almost hit Mag Blast by accident, you have no idea. Did like a double take looking at it down there. There we go. I could stop him when I want to. Out of my face. Have to use Kapoe. Able to chip out that Sinnoh Red while killing the Crimson Assassins. I'm more scared of the Crimson Assassins without Cure Freeze than I am anything else. I don't really care about anything else in this room. Bonk. So yeah, that's a lot of Prophet and Motab chances. That's a lot of V101 chances. I think it's also X-Cal chances. Actually, no, they can't get X-Cal. Now, if it was yellow, I do. Get a lot of yellow, Cinnablue, X-Cals. Sadly, no guild checks here. Holdouts don't really matter for Orange ID. I guess if they're rare, in theory... I guess in theory, if these holdouts are rare, I guess I could get... What is it? Probably Cincesta. If I had to guess offhand. Like a rare I don't really care about. Just like the best way to frame it. If I don't know what it is, it's probably Cincesta. It's Orange ID. I'm not gonna even doubt it. Let's face tank these, which is a little easier with their general body. On the fly upgrades. Oh, the damage is just not good enough. I kind of wanted to put the people back there, but I mostly just want to gel in the group. That's all I care about. Okay, now we're good. Oof, that feeling when you get like the jackpot room, but you don't get a single PD, you don't get a present. That is painful. How unfortunate that is. Yeah, look at this wave. Oh, that's not one. Like, look at this wave. Every single one of those is Prophet and Motab. I don't think Del Saber super matters. They don't get anything exciting. They're not like they're not going to be swordsman lore here. But honestly, like, this room is pretty crazy. There's a lot of enemies to kill. At least in single player, I can kill them pretty quickly. Like, that wave would be pretty hard to deal with most characters that are not a force. Dealing with that many Chaos Springers, like, I think you would have to be a trap user just to get through that. Couldn't imagine, like, a Ramar trying to deal with that. Unless he's, like, nothing but perfect positioning demons, I guess. Because the moment he gets jumped, I don't know what he does. Other than just GG. I'll still equip Magical Piece and kill Dragon. Why not? I'm double checking. I'm gonna restart the stream. I think it dropped connection at some point. So I think we're now live. So sorry for the people that were waiting. I was thinking it was kind of quiet. At least the recording's good. I think something messed up on Stream Decks, but it is what it is. We're in the perfect interim anyway. Goodbye, dragons. So I'm just wrapping up a nice massive attack. Because I noticed it didn't play the automated message when it was going live, so I'm assuming something wrong happened with Stream Deck. I'll have to test that out later. Since I don't really want that happening on Sunday either. But hey, it is what it is. Still got my solo run in. Go ahead and proceed to put away some items. Hopefully across the next few minutes we'll see some people. Okay, the foaming merge, don't those. I love that the general body was actually useful. You know what? I'm tempted to leave it on her, but I know I have a heavenly body somewhere. Honestly, just not getting knocked down by Sinnoh Red is kind of huge. So now that we have a free slot, I might as well do this. So she is 30 actually. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. Goodbye, general body. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. Sorry about some of the technical issues this morning. Let's see. Let's put away some scape dolls. I don't need this many on the character. One's probably good enough. We pick up enough during our normal runs. Yeah, I kind of want to leave her Wicked Boys merge. We got an extra one, which is good. Yeah, I guess we'll resume some rare enemy hunts. Probably see some people here. So I think what I'll end up doing is, one, talk to the person to make sure I get the material. And two, I think I'm gonna, after the stream, ask what did they change and why does it always default the guild name and how do I fix that? I really don't like that behavior. Since we've seen that no matter what I do now, it defaults to not what I do. So I'm assuming it has to do with something that they implemented in advanced config, resetting it. But it is what it is. Welcome, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Oh, is it even beat or what's still even beat? I guess we could just do some pod, I guess. Hope you're doing well. You're hanging in there. Sorry to hear. Things are not as good as they are. Or should be, I should say. We're gonna take this opportunity to put it officially in the Ephinea server. I noticed I log in, it keeps defaulting everyone in the lobby show guild name instead of player name plus level each time I log off. No, each time I switch characters, it defaults back to this. Is this a new change? Slash, how can this change to something else permanently? I don't recall needing to do this every time I log in. Yep, there you go. It's official. It's even beat. That's why I'm switching into this character. Yeah, this really bothers me. I don't know when this started, but I'm telling you right now, it definitely started during this event. I don't know when during this event that it started. I just assumed I was hitting the right tab or whatever, but it's like, I really don't want to do it. I'm pretty sure it's always defaulted to, if I switch it in the account and I log off, it stays that way until I accidentally hit tab. Otherwise, I would have been doing that for years. So I'm just like absolutely over it, chat. I hate it. I don't like it defaulting there. Yeah, I definitely do not like the change. I'm assuming it's something to do with advanced config, like it's defaulting something that they don't mean to default. But it's like driving me wild. think I made the game multiplayer. You know what? I'm just gonna lobby just in case. I was only half paying attention when I made it. There we go. Even if it's just Chris and I doing pew pew lasers for a little bit, I'm okay with it. Okay. I'm assuming it's just us. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Stream Deck kind of messed up. It was supposed to automated launch Twitch earlier, and it kind of failed. So it is what it is, I guess. Sorry for people that were waiting. I didn't see anybody in the chat, or else I probably would have said something at the time. Because literally when I first logged in around 9:30, I didn't see any. Literally nobody was in the chat. So it is what it is. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened. It also didn't switch scenes correctly. Maybe I'll just do like a computer restart. I've never seen it fail to do that before, so I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I was thinking it was just like maybe it's just having issues connecting to the OBS for whatever reason. The Backpack Brigade is here. Yeah, not being able to see player names bothers me on many levels. It's like, I don't pay attention to what your guild names are. Oh, I spooked him by accident. I got hit away from him. Yeah, like it ran the ad, but then it like disconnected. It's very weird. Welcome to Parameter. That's where I was confused. I was like, I don't know. It was definitely Stream Decks that messed up, because I didn't manually type any of that. I did have to manually switch the scene, though, because it was being weird. So, who knows? It is what it is. Goodbye, Heavenly Luck. Hope you're doing well in Parameter. Yeah, as I literally started it at like 8:30, or not 8:30, yeah. It was like 9:33 for me. But I was like previously trying to get it to launch and it was fighting me for a couple minutes. It is what it is. Not much you can do about that. The only thing chat really missed was I did a massive attack E and got absolutely nothing. That's what chat missed. I didn't get a PD, I didn't get a present. I got the good route to the palace. I got nothing. It'll be in the recording though. Recording should be fine. Recording says I've been live for 40 minutes. Stream time says I've only been live for like 10, so turned off at some point. Maybe just flicked it on briefly to play the ad and turned off. I don't know. Oh, Stream Decks, you just don't behave the way I think you should. Yeah. I think I saw you very briefly in the chat early on, and then you, I don't know. It was just empty for a while. It's just me and Stream Elements, and I'm like something weird's going on. Let me check the settings while I was in the run. I was just figuring it was early, so nobody was here. Get rid of these. Yeah, I think it just booted in to do ads and left. I don't think it did anything else. This is trolling. Chris actually trolling. He died so far from me too. What a troll. I don't really want to have to go the same route as him. Rip. I was almost done with my side. Big time loss. Oh, I didn't put the demons on her between streams. Oops. I was looking at my demon handgun this morning, but I did not put it in her inventory. Oh, I could just leave her with the 50-hit demon laser. Like, weirdly, I think the demon handgun has... One of them has more ATA than my sniper. But I think I do have one good sniper I could give her instead. Yeah, this is just too slow. Too long swapping weapons. I deserve that. We'll get unflustered. Can go back for demons. Yeah, that is a silly amount of hit for this. For the demon sniper. Don't think it's that much better or even really better than the bringers, but I'd rather just give her a permanent item at this point. Did I really fail a 98% chance of hitting? So sad, chat. Wow, Demon Proc is doing me dirty right now. Can we talk about that? What was that, like 4 missed demons? Holy. That's why we need Demon Needle. Yeah, Pew Pew Laser is just way too slow. Go ahead and snipe with demons. I guess if it targets the... not the closest box in the corner, but the box behind that happens. It is kind of funny watching that other box just not destroy itself sometimes. Anyway, if people are looking to hop in and join a game, just let us know. Got enough time for probably one more pod. We'll decide what we do next. I had enough of that enemy. I just did normal shots. Excuse me. So hopefully a computer restart fixes those issues, and hopefully they also let me know what's going on with the it's loading in with the wrong names and stuff like that. So I really don't want to be defaulted to guild name every single time I log in. It's driving me wild. So we did confirm that even if I set it on a character, log out and come back, it is forgetting it every time. So it's not even like it remembers while I'm in the game and just switching C-Banks or something like that. Like, just as soon as I leave the character, it forgets. It's like, no, I don't want to do that. Hopefully we can get it resolved. I don't know, maybe it's a new setting that I missed somewhere. And I'm willing to give benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, it just seems kind of weird to do. I'm assuming it's more a bug than a feature. I don't know if other people are having that issue or if it's just me. It's absolutely driving me wild. Or maybe it's defaulted correctly for you, so it hasn't impacted your gameplay. For me, it defaulting on guild name is like the worst thing ever. As I said before, the only thing I remember updating recently was advanced config, so I'm assuming that that is somehow playing a role into it, because I don't see how controls or anything else do it. Or like why it would switch when I'm in a menu. I guess I could try with just keyboard or something, to see if it's the controller. I really doubt it though. Because I think if it was rotating by 1 every single time, then it wouldn't so consistently load. Because I know for a while I didn't realize it was doing it. So it should have just been rotating gradually. If that was the case. And I guess I could try to prove it real quick on stream. While we're waiting. Oh, there we go. Of all the things we get present in pod, sure. Button drop. Single PD. The goof. That wasn't my PP. No, I thought Chris was shooting it. No. What? There's so much time loss right now. This is killing me. That was brutal. I was almost out of the pit and I got lasered. Rip time loss. Goodbye 3 minutes. Rest in peace 3 minutes. It might actually be relevant for the next run. That's a lot of time loss on the quest. Normally we're there at like 21 minutes on the clock. We're not even there at 18. Kind of painful. Yes. Already have found a Refoe level 30. So synchro real quick. I have escaped all left. No. This is gonna be interesting. I don't have many trimates left. I need it for the worm boss. Trimates. Oof, after all that, still shavered in. Brutal. I'm gonna help with this because I wasn't sure if it was the yellow one or the orange one that died. No reason to take a risk here. is a very unfortunate number of spinners that is actually gonna really mess me up. Almost died. Man, come on. Oh my gosh, spinners, please. What are these timings on the spinners? This is brutal. Holy. There we go. That's merciful. Although sadly, it's making me aim sideways because I keep getting smacked so many times. Oh, one shot. So annoying. That's also kind of the downside. If you heal with Resta, you'll turn to face people. So it like really messes up the laser positioning. It's just super, super punishing. And you get smacked by stuff and you don't have enough primates. So that thing's dead. Wait it out. If it wants to hit me, it can hit me. Although not with spinners. I think we barely have enough time to do pod now again. A bit unfortunate. Unlucky. Swap to the one that you want, then press F11 twice? Is that really a thing? Chat, did you know that was a thing? I did not know that was a thing. It makes sense, because I did accidentally chat. Yeah, I was like, I would never have known that, chat. That's some obscure tech right there. Yeah, I was gonna say, not in a million years would I have thought that. Because I think one time, I remember it was a couple sessions ago that I did, like, drop the not the controller, but the controller did something weird.
This one is special.
Maybe it pressed F11 twice? Alright, let's find out. We're doing a quick test. No worries, ertamperometer. Do another pod. Let's see if that fixed it. F11 twice. I was like, not in a million years would I think that is the input you need to do. That's so weird. Yeah, and it works now. Wow, thanks. There we go. Yeah, that is just like actual... That's like actual witchcraft. Why is that a thing? Well, at least I'm glad I asked, because as I said before, I'm like, what is going on? Holy, that's just like mind-boggling. So, if people were in the lobby chatting, you just random... I wonder how long that's been happening. Because I've definitely used F11 to chat when I first started playing, and I just thought I was hitting the wrong keys. That is real interesting. One less pod. There you go. See? Play the game for like hundreds of hours, still learn something new about weird PSO controls. I might have to... I unironically probably need to add that to the document. Like that's just such a weird series of inputs. It's like not the button once, it's specifically twice in a row while in lobby. So weird. Yeah, that's like actual madness. these. I've got some even beat time. I don't care about doing the boss on even beat or not. I have Cannon Rouge, so like if I have to, I'll do it. It doesn't really matter. There you go. Fun fact, chat. We learned today. See that's why we reach out on the Discord. We don't always just complain on stream. We're like, something's happening. We gotta figure this out. Yeah, that's one of those things. I don't even think it's listed anywhere on any site, to my knowledge. It's definitely not in the controls for Ephinea. Like, F11 as chat is normal, but F11 as sets the lobby indicator, that's like actual madness. Look at the menu real quick. Oh, was this a couple health flow? That was my bad. I looked at my health, I was like 701. Oops. I'm not gonna survive that. Okay, no more being done dirty by Dorfon. Yeah, the downside is she doesn't have a V5 unit on, so it's not like really worth me using paralysis, even if I had a rest needle. If I was a cast, I would still use it regardless, but it doesn't feel like it's worth the effort to potentially have a desync going on, since paralysis seems to be rolled per character, which is kind of annoying. So if it's paralyzed on my screen, it might not be for somebody else. Or at least Frozen Shooter seems to ignore it, since it always freezes. Oh. Well, that's annoying. I got hit by the zoo while I'm fighting something else that requires my attention. A few laser leads. It is what it is. You cannot believe the eye roll I just did, as it made me not only did it turn to face the trap and not hit it, but then I also just got hit by the enemy because it didn't hit the enemy. Holy, I'm getting trolled by traps. Unfortunately, it's my other rangers that have Lieutenant Mantle on. It's not like I don't have them. I have like 4. We saw that last stream. Just I prefer to have EDK because she gets hit by stupid stuff. There we go. Yeah, this is where I really just need more X-Cals, because I would use X-Cal there over PP Laser if I had more. There we go. Oh, that was a reasonable demon proc. I can't get mad at that. How did my normal miss? That's so sad. Also, why am I getting attacked by Chris's monsters? I'm so dead here, I think. Oh, I tri-mated. It's like, I almost died due to that, because I was not expecting the zoo. It's close. The jump scare from another area. I think I have to go pick up that Scape Doll, since I didn't restock primates again. There we go. Something about the way the soundtrack plays almost reminds me of something I would hear in Wild Arms. I mean, it's obviously not the same composer, but if you had told me this was from a later Wild Arms game, I would absolutely believe you. I guess at some point we could listen to the Wild Arms composer, assuming it's the same composer throughout the game series. You never know, they tend to switch on some series. That already saves a ton of time. Like, look at that difference with demons. Demons is so good. In that scenario, I'd probably demon shot, where I want to get just close enough to lure them in, but just far enough that... Oh, I got trolled. Yeah, Heaven Striker is not a faster clear there over Rufoi. It's not bad for Ramar, though, because this Rufoi is kind of terrible. There we go. As well as leave Vulcan out for a little bit. Oh. I was wondering why I turned around. I realized the Rappy was behind me. There we go. Ooh, she's just not strong enough with combos. Even at max ATP, she just doesn't do enough. I mean, maybe if I did heavy special, it would have killed, but normal special with all Vulcans sitting is kind of brutal to not combo kill. Not gonna lie. Like, that would definitely kill with Ramar. Extra 150 ATP really matters. Still got a little even beat left. Yeah, charge arm's just faster at this point, sadly. I do like Pew Pew Laser to hit the satellite lizards though, but everything else a little questionable. Okay, where is it taking my aim here? Hello? Why are you targeting that far away? Game, please. Do I need to increase the dead zone? I think I might need to increase the dead zone. It's like, it went like super hard right when I was trying to aim left. I'm so confused. Oh, characters are charge arm? Oof. I mean, we could probably get you one if you do need one. I was about to say, that was about to be the world's most unlucky demon proc. It works 3/4 of the time. 1/4 of the time. Like, what is that? Big oof when you fail 3 demons in a row. Guys, we're near the tail end of Even Beat, which I'm kind of okay with. I'd rather Berserk Shot the Zeus. I mostly just want to get through this initial room with the satellite lizards because I don't have a good melee weapon. If we could get past this, I think I'm fine. Otherwise, it's going to involve me running in circles around them to bait them. Still got enough to do at least this room. That's good enough then. I guess I'll eat the dino rather than rest up. Yeah, like this room, I like the Pew Pew. After that, I don't really care what I use. Need to remember it's my other button for Gafoi on this character. You're doing well, remote battery. Damn, poisoned and injured. I'm going across the way now. Still got a little bit of even beat left. Should help me deal with the other character. As long as Chris can kill those Yaois, we should be fine. should at least kill the zoo. So even if it wears off like right now, it doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. I was gonna say, that Rappy's just giving me the death stare. What was that? Just standing there menacingly, chat. I will actually go pick up that Trimate. That might be relevant to the run. Only having 3 Trimates means I could ignore probably 2 or so Tail Restas. After that, it gets really, really dicey when I want to use it. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally berserk the spinner, so I'm going to switch to the last one here. Oop, chambered in again. That is a good target. Oh. I was like, where did it go? There we go. Rip even beat. We hardly knew thee. So we'll see who's available for the next run, because that'll help determine what we do. I don't really want to do normal boss rush with just 2 people. So it might just be some Terrells with 2 people or something. Not like Chris isn't looking for a frozen shooter with hit percent anyway. Some flexibility in the choice. Preference will be episode 4, of course. Oh, oops. I shouldn't heavy attack that. I see how it keeps flipping us around. That is the absolute worst. Actually, the worst, chat. And please stop knocking me around. Plus, Resta keeps making me turn around. It's like so much more complicated than it should be. Stupid spinners. Ooh. And Chris is still using heavy attack. It got desynced somehow. I think I have to go for heavy attack here. Good choice. Okay, there we go. My normal attack damage is kind of low. On the plus side, I could probably sub out her current Cannon Rouge for one with dark percentage for the future. Hitboxes, please. Chat, that was nowhere near me. You know what? Objection. I don't even think the laser was physically visible on my screen when that hit me. What tomfoolery is that hitbox? What absolute tomfoolery, chat, that hit me. I was like in another dimension when it struck me. Tell how far apart we were. Guess I'll wiggle the hair. I'll at least take the boss money, I guess. Yeah, it's a shame that Temple multiplayer is not as friendly for Hell. It's weird that Spaceship multiplayer is easier than Temple. Just due to the fact that Hell actually works there, where Temple, the things that die really easy in single player have like 80 to 90 resist for some reason. It's really awkward instead of just 60 resist. It does make a very big difference in clear speed. Yeah, leave Demon Sniper on her for now. Guess I can grind it up a little. What kind of charge armor? 25 machine, that's not bad. I think I have one that's like a mix of things. I'll double check if it's worth putting on her. Yeah, Demon Sniper being a little stronger helps with just making sure I combo kill with a couple demons. But, like, it is relevant to actually buff it. Also, wait, how many grinders does this take? What the? Okay, well, this makes a big difference. Yeah, just casually plus 55 it, yeah. That's a little stronger than my charge arm. Yeah. Just want to check my hells, because I've been putting them on hold for a while. Yeah, you can see, like, I have, like, 361 lasers, but... Oh, where's the other demon handgun that I had that was, like, crazy stupid? It was, like, 360 something. I don't see it here. Although the 65 hit Hell Lock Gun is kind of insane. I can't believe I got an upgrade on Hell Handgun. That's what we... So, like, 3 years ago, I think I got Hell Handgun, and then this year I got Hell Lock Gun. I think off-stream. That's a pretty high amount of accuracy, to be honest. Like, it's on par with a 60% ray gun. That's like a 61% Hell ray gun. Pretty strong. Yeah, I'll leave the demon's accuracy because I don't think the Ramar really cares about that accuracy. Oh, I do have one that's 40% machine, but the question is it worth giving to her or saving for my Ramar? It might be worth more for the Ramar just for the percents. She should probably have this cannon. I wish there was one I just had by dark. I'll think about it. Sword. At least I'll just leave a demon on her going forward, so I'll have an option. It's pretty good accuracy. Being able to normal special more consistently is kind of nice. Probably better suited on my Ramar, to be honest. I do enough TTF where that would matter, unless my Ramar has a dark shotgun, in which case I'll probably put it on Rawcast. Let's switch into, I guess, Terrell's. I don't see other people in the lobby at the moment. If we get more people, we'll do some episode 4. Yeah, we'll probably stream for like another 2 hours or so. Who should I play with? Anybody you want to play with in Forest? I don't think it's restricted on this. I'll just bring in a force. Again, like, listening to the soundtrack, I would absolutely believe this was from Wild Arms. Like, this reminds me of Wild Arms 2, specifically. Hit Guardiana. It's like so close to being good. If it was like 45 hit, it would have been amazing. Parameter says give me a minute, sure thing. Yeah, just love that the bank is a lot cleaner now. I could probably put away some of these heavenly powers. We're at least back up to 2 heavenly battles from 0, so we're making progress with that. I have like 1 trillion units, or not units, mags for the future. Wow, 30 photon drops. Need 1 more accuracy to use it. So I was right in that I wouldn't be able to use it with 1 adept the other day, but definitely should be able to Bringer's Arm with the other character. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, even this character can't use Slicer still. It's kind of funny. Hey, 1 more natural level up or 2. I might be able to just use Bringers with a single adept. He's got Smart Link on, so better than nothing. Wild Arms Composer. I figure while we're here, we'll double check. Chico Naruke. You do any other game? Did a lot of the Wild Arms. Received a Galatine, nice. Probably listen to them next. I did like most of the music from Wild Arms. I'm kind of curious what some of their earlier stuff was. Apparently their first game was in 1990 with Legion. I'm gonna try. We'll just fall over dead as we wait. We'll do a couple Terrells, then we might switch to episode 4. I figure it doesn't hurt to at least try to get some Terrells in. Breaking news, chat. Wait a minute, the RBR did change since we last looked. I haven't looked at it in so long. Are any of those actually worth doing? Where Limits 1 is a very boring walk simulator. There's nothing wrong with it from a farming perspective, but man, I just don't enjoy that quest. Scarlet Realm 1. Lost Soul. I don't even remember what area that is. Oh, it's Spaceship. Interesting. I mean, it'd be worth checking that out after this. That one's actually like a good quest. I wasn't expecting good quests in RBR, to be honest with you. After the last week's one, I was just like in shell shock and just not deciding to do anything with it. I mean, it has like 69 Del Sabers, I think, total, which is pretty good. Like, that's the quest you would run outside of Christmas Fiasco 2. Might be worth playing. Just because of if it's not an RBR, I would say CF2, but with that there, Scarlet Realm 1, I imagine, is just Forest, which I'm not really excited about. And War Limits 1 I already know is Astarks, so if we really, really, really want to do blue Astarks there, we could. But we could, in theory, check out the other one. I'll just bring in a Ranger with Hell. Just Hell shot everything. Hildator, hello. Why, hello there. Well, I guess we were rewarded for our choices, but we'll see how rewarded we are. I was not rewarded. I don't see a banner, so I don't think anybody got a crazy hit percentage. Yeah, we'll do a couple of these. I'm kind of willing to try the RBR a little bit, just to remind myself where it is. It's a shame that it's in an area that doesn't benefit from rare enemy. So it's kind of an awkward RBR, to be honest, with the bonus. It's one of those ones where if it had been drop rate, XP, or rare rate, it would have been fine, but it's a little bit of a shame. That quest ends up going to the boss, which is nice. As I said before, 69 Death Sabers. This is a decent amount of chances if you're looking for Daylight Scar. There we go. I got the target I wanted to hit now. Seal says no. He hits me, I hit him. Cycle is complete. I just wanted to do the box check. Figured somebody else would do the Hildators. Welcome, Retract. Hope you're doing well. We saw a Hildator today, so that's nice, I guess. I think we're doing pretty good quest variety. Although we're probably going to contribute to grumblings on the video Discord about all the people playing Pearl's Ego / Forest during the event. But I guess in our defense, we did play several quests before we got here, at least. The recording is proof. We'll probably do like 1 or 2 more of these, and then I'm just trying to think if there's any other massive rare enemy hunts we didn't do other than the bait that is Mill Lily. I mean, I can humor chat very briefly with the Mill Lily run, but like we're not gonna go very far in it. I'll put it that way. I might do a joke CF1 reset with you. The run is about 50 seconds long in single player. In multiplayer, it's probably about a minute. That'll be the closest I'll do a Mill Lily hunt with the team. I burned out so hard. Like, so hard doing those runs, and then got literally nothing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I killed like 50 Mill Lilies, didn't get it. I'm done. No more false hope. I figure with enough funerals here, I could get away with leveling a rocket seal or something. especially if it was any kind of hell. It'd probably be good enough. Yeah, if you're just doing it to pass time, it's fine. But if people think it's like actually optimal, like no way, please don't. Yeah, there's people that just hard grind it. Tiki could tell from experience for the Millilly run, it was not really worth it. I don't know if he would agree as far as to say that he literally, it was not even worth doing that run in general. He could have just bought it with PDs. But PVD, I guess. Teams on their own for buffs, you're out of range. Guess I could have buffed right before I separated. I guess that's kind of my bad. But he'll out's dead at least. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I'll humor the chat with like a one-all, but no way will you see me grinding caves of no interest. I helped Tiggy with it, I think, last year a little bit, and even then it was a courtesy to Tiggy. I did not personally want to run those runs. Since he was going for Psycho Wand. I think at one point, to give an idea, I'm pretty sure almost exclusively, at least from 80 to 200. Tiggy could verify if it was before then. How much he did there, but it was all purple caves. He hit level 200 and still didn't get Psycho Wand. To give you an idea of how bad the drop rate is normally. You literally only level a character by doing purple runs with that character. And even then hitting 200 and still not receiving it is madness. I'm gonna be like, no thank you. That does sound awful. Because think about how good XP is, too, in episode 4. And how much XP is slowed down. Now, half that XP. So, it's like, no. Hellcleave can also say from experience that he has hit characters very high level, maybe even 200, just doing box runs, looking for that high hit caliber. And then meanwhile, people play for like 1 hour during events to get the 75 hit caliber. Game be trolling. Do little baby steps here. This'll work. That's nice. I'm killing the holdouts off screen, in case you don't know what I'm doing. Just trust me. And dead. Oh, hello, Hellcleave. Rip Scarlet. I think the team just kind of never caught up to me. I just kind of bullied my way through here. We'll get there eventually. I'll go back if they're still fighting. Gonna say Hellcleave. Anything that you think we should hunt during Rare Enemy Week? Pump the team with this. There we go. Speed them up. Cool. Now I'm gonna run to the next area. They're on the final wave, so if I could get to the next area, they could just take the toe pipe to me. Let's save some time here. Oof. Rip for Vina. I did try to go back and shift it at least. I helped a little bit. I've been lurking for you, other rares. Run so hard to say half the rare monsters don't spawn. Yeah. Oh, for me, they definitely don't. They're over. Like, if you were watching my stream, like, honestly, if I did not put it the title, when we play, would you believe it was Rare Enemy Week? I don't think people would. It's tempting to purposely mislabel it on YouTube and see if we get any reactions. Like, we saw a Hilda tour, which was lucky, but like beyond that, we're not seeing anything. Let's be real. I'll do this for XP for the team. I mean that what was it? I think on the 14th it broke, so that would have been 13. Episode 4 bosses in a row without seeing Condryu is like actual madness. Just like tomfoolery. Yeah, I was contemplating if I wanted to do the RBR. I guess it depends on if the event ends before the RBR occurs. I imagine it will probably last till RBR switches, unfortunately. It's one of those things where the bonuses just don't line up with the quest. I think the quest is actually decent, as long as you have Hell, Lost Bind Assault. Because I was trying to recall which one it was, because I just don't know the arbitrary names they assigned to those. But if you said Lost Spaceship, I would be like, oh, that one's okay. Definitely not something I would do without Hell, but it is what it is. Lobby. Let's do 2 more of those. See, Retract is waiting in the lobby. We'll figure out what we want to hunt for the remainder of the event, or at least for me, because I'm only going to be here for another hour and a half or so. I was gonna say, we're getting to the point where Retract might even be able to level an ult with us. Retract's already 182. They had other characters they want to play. Think about it for the future. Have multiple ID coverage. Even if it's just another raw cast. The perk of PSO, when you're tired of your ID, you're like, yeah, kinda need to hunt other items. Not level 80 yet, but a couple already started. Nice, nice. Yeah, being able to choose between like, oh, I'm gonna have white ID for tower, or I'm gonna do purple for other things is good. I don't need. Just it towards the future. Brain thought about it for a second. Like, that's not right. Yeah, I'm like, you'll take any quest you could get to level the Huda rules. I think they were probably the most painful character to level. I don't think they were the hardest character in Ultimate. I actually still think that goes to the Ramar. When you get the Frozen Shooter, then it flips a bit more towards Huda rule. But man, oh man. That was not a fun character at low levels, unfortunately. That feeling when you're a Hugh cast, but with less ATP and ATA, and no traps. Really not 52 of them? It sucks. Okay. Ugh. I need to debuff. Them knocking me down is kind of a problem. I love I'm killing things off screen. I'm not even looking at the things I'm fighting. Max disrespect. So yeah, so now that we have 4 people, honestly, even bringing a couple of hunters and just a raw cast is probably still good enough for episode 4. Bring a force. Play Rocket Seal later. I guess if I'm ever bored and going like, oh, let's play some casual PSO outside of events, it'll be, can we level the humor that I have? Be like, hold on, special event, humor is getting played. Red alert. Poor humor. I was talking about this very lightly in the Discord, but I'm not sure I actually want any hunter challenge mode weapons. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm not really sold that I really think they would help the runs at this point. Like, I wouldn't really want any on HuCast, to my knowledge, because you wouldn't be able to land any specials. Seal might be able to take advantage of it. But, like, how badly do I really want to replace Kunai for Arrest? I mean, it helps in, like, one wave in Massive Attack-y. But I'd rather have it for just casual play and hitting switches, so I don't have to shuffle between, like, a million items. Because Kunai serves a purpose on top of actually just using Arrest, so it's like, I could justify having it in, like, episode 1 and episode 2. And I don't play enough Hell episode stuff. Like, I guess it would make more sense if I was doing solo Temple or something. But there's not a lot of times that I'm gonna be potentially doing, like, Spaceship, for example. Yeah. It's like, how badly do I really want an Arrest Slicer? Not really. Yeah, you're already exactly. You're already a Demon Max. I don't mind the lore handgun to share. That's like the closest I'll probably get. But like, is Red Sword Caesar Arrest? Seize? Oh, okay. Oh, oops. Switch. Team can wait at the door. I just forgot to hit the button. Bonk. Uh-oh, team's doing a long walk. Does team not have Ryuka or something? Oof. Rip. Now, let's rebuff the team. We'll move on. Pretty much just for the special, yeah. Yeah, so the thing is, Kunai has Arrest, and it has, like, an ult purpose. So even if I don't like it in, like, versus groups, and I might want, like, a Slicer more, there's just not going to be a lot of times I really want to paralyze in a group with Slicer, to be honest. Like, that makes more sense in some team comps, but, like, in the same scenario, if I was Hunter, I would rather rely on a Ranger having those things. So that way I could disco. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully put exactly where I was going with that comment. I'm like, if I can line up an arrest slicer, why wouldn't I just disco frame him with 13 as a hunter? Pretty much on the same wavelength there. Skip though. Oh, it's just kind of one of those unfortunate things. Speaking of unfortunate things, I'm getting bullied away from where I need to stand. Leave me alone. There we go. I'm so confused. I'm like, where's the team? Oh, I guess they're waiting for a wave. Okay, I was like... for a moment I saw like literally nothing other than the one hill down. Guess I'll kill him real quick. Goodbye hill down. I'll put down a TP for people that are behind. Aw, red saber. Hopefully that rolled with some machine percentage. Hit percentage does not matter on red saber for the most part. I mean, if it has machine and hit, then it's like godlike, but machine percent is good enough. Whenever Chris is back, we got the warp. There we go. Only 10 native. I'll just regen some TP. So yeah, I am kind of interested in cards for solo play, but I didn't like the ability to hit with them in multiplayer. I think they just rely off of red ring. It's too much in multiplayer. Where it's like, it's a little easier to manipulate. Potentially overlaying specials in single player. And not have to worry about missing due to increased evasion. There we go. Yeah, see, we got the glitch again. Not a big glitch, but it counts. Stream Deck update available. Is that why it was acting weird earlier? It needed an update? Hopefully that'll resolve it at least. Okay, so let's do one more. We'll switch to episode 4. At least this character gained a ridiculous amount of XP across like last year and this year. To the point where he could very comfortably do tower. He's 1 ATA from just being able to wield bringers with only 1 adept. His defense is okay. Prefer it to be like 30 to 40 points higher with 50 extra HP, so Hill Delt doesn't knock me down, but it is what it is there. So we get some purple heaven strikers. I guess it's up to the team if they prefer orange or yellow boss rush. Orange is X-Cal. Placer Fanatic on the way. Generally good value. Yellow ID benefits probably harder from rare enemy on more enemies, but the payoff is Daylight Scar versus X-Cal. On the flip side, if we have terrible luck, we get Galatine, which is still really good. But it's up to the party's patience level with the rare enemy week. Yellow ID is the, we'll do whatever you want. I think the more I play, the more I think Yellow ID is one of the better IDs in the game. Which is kind of funny when you think about it, and you compare against like Ephinea Wiki. I don't think a single class recommends yellow ID, but it has like some of the best value in multiple areas. Like, it's not even mentioned as like an ult. It's like, it's just kind of crazy to me. Like, white ID is strong, don't get me wrong, but like, there's some legitimate like value runs, including ones with like Lame to Argent, for example. So it's not even like they don't have endgame rares. I find it kind of silly. So when we go over the section ID things, you bet, especially for like RT. I like yellow ID RT, Galatine, and Parasitic Gene Flow. Damn it. I'll just use it. Sounds like RuneScape music. It is not. It is Sea of Stars, but welcome, Tekken. Hope you're doing well. Goodbye, Multiverse. Music so far has been interesting on the soundtrack. It feels very atmospheric in a good way. Goodbye, Holdouts. There we go, Techion. I'm already recouping the luck materials. Hopefully those materials served you well from the other day. Yeah, as I said before, I had a really, really disgusting amount of luck material. I was like, uh-oh. And the thing is, it's not like I don't make a lot of characters. I just find it kind of funny, I guess, in general. Because I need, like, what, 28 or potentially 35 times 4. I have over 200 still. Or technically times 5 if I count the Realmar. Even if I include, like, the Faux Newman's 10 luck or whatever, I'm still good. To sell to for their actual value. Get rid of these guys, they can rebuff the team. I was gonna say, well, help Queen. If you did need materials, we could probably help. That's sitting on what feels like infinite. Otherwise, we'll try to get you some items with casual hunts at some point. Yes. Team deal with those. think I got every... Oh, I missed somebody with Shifta. Add in buff here. Make sure they're not without buffs. Unless you don't start to work on a second account. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do once I'm done leveling characters. I don't know if that'll be like the end of the PSO career or not. I mean, 4 Huecast will take a while to level. We have a Ramar planned. I think 2 Rockcasts. And then 2 Phonumans. Because I don't have every ID in Phonuman. And I don't need like a ton of Ranger coverage. Like, with Rangers alone, I should have 8 or so IDs. Like, I already have pink, blue, green, purple covered without thinking about it. On top of that, I technically have a white Ranger I barely use. I might just re-roll them into green and swap Pusu. Time attack. I don't think my gear is strong enough to time attack. I just don't have anything sphered. Maybe if I sphered things, I'll consider it. I definitely want to play the Rocket Seals with some sphered brands when we're like post this event. So definitely we'll take opinions on the brands launcher. I guess if I'm feeling really unsure, I could just make it dark for now. I was thinking of a dark machine launcher, or if I wanted to make an episode 2 specific launcher. Fleet of raw casts, not a bad idea. I just don't play enough casts to just say like I'm gonna do it, but like I would at least solo Hugh cast on a lot of different things, or just bring him in to support. So as long as he's all the episode 1 IDs, I'm good there. And if I have Rawcast / Rocket Seal covering the other IDs, I think I'm good. Right? Like, I'm not gonna play like blue or pink Rawcast. Those will be specifically Rocket Seal. I could switch my other Rocket Seal to be a different ID. And then as long as I cover the episode 2 IDs, I think I'm good. Like for RT specifically. So pink and blue are covered. I already have yellow. I technically have a Viridian Rocket Seal, so that's covered. So I need like what, an orange Rawcast at some point? That's the way I view it. That's where I would like to use their strengths with the bazooka in particular. But it doesn't hurt to have a couple of generic good episode 4 Rangers or something like that. Okay. Let's switch over to episode 4. So many skip dolls. So it's like, that's just kind of how I viewed it. I don't need like a Hugh cast every color. I'm only really going to play him honestly in episode 1. And some of the episode 1 IDs are episode 4 IDs anyway. Right? Like if I have a green and red Hugh cast, great. I could play all the episode 4 that I want. I don't need to play these other ones. And then if I'm playing yellow ID, I have coverage there. Either in Force or Rawcast. That's pretty flexible in terms of carries. And obviously I have Sky ID Hugh cast. I could do some underground situational episode 4. I was gonna say, who has the best time attack now in TTF? I don't follow that at all. I remember Humar was touted for a bit. But if it's not that now, I have no idea. Go check to see if I got my magical piece in the bag. Yeah, I was saying earlier, also in the Discord, Magical Piece is so stupid on a couple of quests. I don't think it's worth the 50 PDs, but if all you do is episode 4, I would say absolutely take it. I'm actually more curious about something else, but I don't actually have it in here. That is so sad. I ran out of God techniques. I mean, I'll just 1k gamble for those. I'm not buying those. back to ending up on the leaderboard with my Fomarl. Can add up for now. So I'm pretty sure one God Technique plus Gafoi Merge plus Magical Piece kills Marissa Underground. Otherwise, it shaves off like about 1,000 on average. Sometimes it only does 500. Sometimes I see it do 1,500 and it actually insta-kills, which is hilarious. But I think that's more luck of the rotation. Yeah, like, I would still use Magical Piece, because it is that strong on MA4. Would I use it on, like, New Mop-Up Operation 3? No. It specifically has to be quests that reward you for never moving. If it's like, I have to cast a couple Gafoes for 1 or 2 waves, I don't think it's worth doing at that point. It has to be, like, persistent, consistent waves. Because it's not worth trying to menu into Rifoe repeatedly afterwards. So we'll see. I think I was leaving them around like 2,000 health on like the surface satellite lizards. But I could get them down to 600 if not dead, depending on where the cycle is. Oh, oops. I shift down people. Oh, you can't call me out. You got... I cast it. You guys are just out of range. I turned around and fixed that. Like, here's an example where bare hand casting is better. But because if I just keep stacking, the satellite lizard should be nearly dead on spawn. As long as I don't have to move very far from here, we're good. Yeah, that's not too bad. But that could give them time to set up against the back wave. Now, granted, if I play a little further forward, I could probably insta-kill the satellite lizards here. As long as I'm allowed to cast 3 times. Yeah, like, look at that. They're like a fireball from death. That would not normally happen if I didn't have the magical piece. So it's like, it just depends on if you could get the triple stack minimum. Ideally, you get 4 fireballs or more. Then I feel like it starts to pay off. But if all you do is Rifoe, 2 Gafoes, I don't think that's worth it. It has to be where you're just like, literally, you never stop casting it. Then I feel like it has value. Like, I'll give an example. Like, it's not worth me holding this at the moment, so I could just debuff. But when we come into this wave, it is absolutely... Oh, I'm gonna get hit because team's not hitting that one. Ouch. This is where it's no longer worth it, because team let me get hit there. That's so sad. But next wave should be really good. It should be within 1 fireball of death. Yeah, look at that, 1 fireball. Goodbye. Good timer. Because the problem is, like, otherwise, if you're still using Rifoe, you end up losing, like, 3 or 4 seconds to Satellite Lizard Wave, which isn't, like, a huge amount of time, but it does add up in a quest that is almost all Gafoe stacks, in particular CF4. Lose literal minutes by not having Magical Piece. Because I think it's more important versus Marissa's more than anything else to make sure that you could do the damage fast enough. So it's one of those things where if you do bare hand casting, it's just not possible to kill the Marissas with just Fireball before they hit you in a Marissa room, where with Magical Piece it is. And getting knocked down is a really, really big time loss. So it's no longer a, oh, I killed them a Fireball or 2 faster. It's a, oh, I'm no longer getting hard-bodied by set damage. So it's like, it just kind of depends. Like, this wave, does it really matter? No, you would have been better with bare hand. But then you come into this wave, and no time loss. They get to set up for the next wave without thinking about it. So they could take, like, those natural breaks without needing to feel like they need to swap weapons. And they could just isolate the targets. It does mean that, like, if you're doing a lot of, as I said before, if you're the only debuffer, if you're the only, you know, spellcaster, it could be a little more demanding to do this So you potentially want to switch between Glide Divine and Bare Hand, depending on the situation for debuffs. But, like, this is, like, a perfect clear time. Like, by the time they kill that zoo, all the Yaois are dead. So it just kind of flows a bit more naturally there. But, flip side, if you do get knocked down, it's 100% better just the Bare Hand cast to catch up than try to Gaboe stack at that point. It's only specifically in those scenarios where you could get multiple stacks is it worth it. You have to think about it this way. If everything does 30% more damage and you can hit between 4 to 5 extra Gaboes more, doing the equivalency of 1.5, if not 2 Gaboes, depending on the time, is a big time save. Like there I could have Gaboe'd, but I'm setting up more for the Buddhas, who are about to take 1,000,000 damage because I'm stacking Gaboe. So I don't really need to worry about those Buddhas. Even if the team didn't shoot them, they'll die from the Gaboe. Where Bare Hand casting they won't. It's a bit of a shame. I just don't feel like swapping to barehanded once I'm in Gaboe mode. Like, I don't want to tire my hand out. But otherwise, like, those Buddhas are dead. The team doesn't even technically need to do much. Buddha damage is okay here. I'm not going to walk up in Rebarda. I need to be stacking always. Here's an example. By the time they kill that Astark, most of the Yaois are dead. They don't have to worry about melee. Because otherwise what you'll see happen, especially in public games, is if you take those extra 3 seconds, people will just decide to walk out of their way to go hit those, and that also introduces more time loss. So that's more of the meta, more of the meta for it, versus like it actually being helpful. So like they can just wait this out. They don't even need to worry about anything. With this many Gaboe stacks, as long as they're not pulling the Satellite Lizard away from me, it should be fine. And that's where the team should be cognizant. If they realize that there's like only one Satellite Lizard left and it's fighting them, it means you were out of position. You pulled them way too hard away from me. I can't do anything with that. That's where we can pause and reflect as we go into those kinds of scenarios. And I'll go back to bare hand casting here. It is not worth using on the Dorfons here. Oh, I guess I could do 1, 2, 3 Gaboe here. I guess I could sleep it that way. But overall, probably better to Gaboe. Let's reapply buffs now that I'm not Gaboe stacking. Because again, it's more important that I get those stacks out to kill the lizards. Especially when it's like the 4 corner satellite lizards. Because otherwise it's like 2 people potentially are meleeing and then they gotta switch to the other side. It's just kind of a mess. Because you just can't kill them with ranged options and they're pretty spread apart. So, it is what it is there. Need to be allowed to stack for a little bit, so I'm going to play a little further into to avoid this issue. So I might get slapped by Goron Detonator, which is fine if it happens. But we just kind of hope the team protects me from them, because outside of this particular wave of Satellite Lizards, the next one will get nuked by me, as will the wave after that. Yeah, like, that'll be fine. Honestly, team doesn't even need to fight the Yaois. They should just go for the Gorons. Just keep them off me. Then we'll be fine. Yeah. And here's an example where the Marissa might just die here instantly. If I had Ignition Cloak. So sad. Team did some chip damage there. They get left at 620 health, and then it leaves them down at 4, which is so sad. So if I'm in a good position, they'll be within 4 damage of death, which is hilarious. Or like in this scenario. Like this scenario, they'll probably have to assist. There's not much that could really be done here. But at least doing like 2,000 extra damage here is kind of nice. Get some debuffs. Probably just use Rifoe, Bare Hand. Ask the Grants, Rifoe. So yeah. But like if the quest doesn't let you do it, it's not like the best. Okay. I didn't wiggle as much as I should have, but I can save it. We have the oops, I forgot to wiggle strats. We're all good. Here's an example where I could help with lightning, but there's no point. We're gonna recognize their damage is good and recognize that these Marissas are the problem. Goodbye, Marissas. So by the time that zoo is dead, these guys should be dead. Although they got frozen. Yeah, see, there's that 4 health issue. Damn. If I just had Ignition Cloak, would have saved a couple seconds there. So sad. Anyway, so those lizards die. They never need to fight them. Depending on clear speeds, sometimes that's a problem. Team's keeping the Gorons off me, which is nice, because I do some good chip damage to them and slow down the zoo. They can basically choose where to go. Yeah, that's not like a big time loss there, at least. Rappies will nearly die. I would say, kind of like what I was mentioning on the Discord, if you have 2 forces, I would say the relevance of Magical Piece goes down, because a lot of the times you're trying to do it to hit certain thresholds, so it matters a bit more in single-player play. And then you need to be hyper-optimal. Well, that 40-hit Vulcan makes me sad. You have to be hyper-optimal with your other equipment in order for Magical Piece to really shine. So if like, you're only playing with just Magical Piece, I don't think it's worth it. But if you're doing like Ignition Cloak, Gafo Emerge, God Technique, all that stuff, that actually does cross thresholds even in multiplayer. So it does start to add up. So this is an example where I'm just going to clear slow. It'll be fine. Goodbye, Yowies. Give the team some time to position for this. Next wave doesn't need Gafo, so I'll just do some chip damage. This wave also doesn't need Gafo. I'll put a Courtesy Zalor, and then we'll get started, I guess. Courtesy Zalor. Yeah, like by the time they fight the zoo, you know, they could swing at a couple of satellite lizards if they want, but like the timing is pretty good with Gafo Emerge. Oh, you see that? Marissa lived with 4 health. So sad. So you don't want to be in a position where that Marissa lives at, let's say, 500 or 600 health because it's not taking the quadra stack of Gafo, because then you'll get hit. And that's where you get the biggest time loss. So sadly, I don't have a double technique or something just to put on. Unironically, if there's a wizard technique, I will go unequip something and put it on. I'll get rid of my Cure Freeze. Because I'm doing so much damage that I actually don't need to worry about Freeze anymore. As long as I have Magical Piece. If I don't have Magical Piece, I need Cure Freeze. So it does impact my equipment slightly. It's just kind of like one of those things. The more optimal you are, the better. I'm hoping at one point to get a Cycle 1, but I don't think it's going to happen before I stop playing PSO, I'll be real with you. We have done a lot of runs that have it as an off chance, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, sadly. Shell Beaters be damned. And Gibbles. We've done Orange Gibbles as well last year. But that kind of requires a hard grind, and I'm not into hard grind. Stand like right here, actually. Let's see if this works a little better. Here's an example where, like, arguably they could assist, but honestly, probably just die. Hopefully I'm in the middle, in a proper position. But still a little off. Shame. Oh well. I think I know what to adjust for next time. Yeah, look at these Marissas, just actually dead. Goodbye. For Marissas. We're here. See, I need to be like half a step forward, like right there would have been the perfect position. So I can almost eyeball where I need to go every time. At least from the standpoint of positioning, I'm not in a position that makes it worse. It's just more I don't get as much damage. Equally spread. Not that it doesn't keep me safe, it lets me constantly fireball. Like, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Nice presence. Ever have to buy something, come back, pay up the person, they just say whenever I'll pick up your want for achievement when it works if they almost resell from you. Interesting. Maybe. I'm kind of tired of hunting for it. It's one of those things where, like, We don't do it where it's like the main focus of the run, but it is what it is. We got here under 14 minutes. That's pretty solid. Good mixed group of characters. Yeah, I mean, we do hunts where it exists. It just doesn't drop. I don't do mill lily hunts normally, but we've done ones where, like, you know, white ID Del lilies. Those are real ones. We've done orange gibbles a few times. Blue Del beater is more of an off chance in RT, but we've also done like actual Del beater hunts before blue ID. But like we do them. It just they're not very rewarding if you don't get the item that's there. You're just kind of like whatever. I think I've hit like 4 items on Mega Rare Raid already, and it was the only one I was hunting for. Yeah, I mean, I have like 5 or 6 section ID cards, and you know, I have a Lavis Cannon, I have Syncestas, Multiplural, so I'm like, I can get them, it just... I'm just not getting the right ones. What's Purple Tower? My brain is not processing that. What Uber are you looking for there? Enemy off me. Oh, Heaven Punisher. Makes sense. Because I'm like, I know it's, what is it? Red, white, and purple is V502. Yeah, like, like, we'll jokingly do, like, the CLJ sword run, but I will also honestly not hunt for that long term. Those spinners are really messing me up. Game, please. Can you not? Oh, just slightly under. So sad. Spinner messed me up. Yeah, Lavis Cannon, I think I got, it was in Forest. I got it in Forest. I don't know which ID it was. Might have been Purple Forest? It's been a long time. It's one of the first items I got, so it had to have been one of the starting characters that I had. And I don't use it. It even has hit percentage, I just still don't use it. It just sits there. Yeah, like Heaven Punisher I actually now am considering getting just because I can have like Pew Pew Laser on Odd Beat. If it didn't have that, I literally would never go for it or consider it at this point. Yeah, hopefully I can get to the point where, you know, I can assist people with some of those runs with more characters. If I need to play Force in those runs, I'm okay with it. But I want to get to the point where I have, like, good Demon Mechs, good ATA, not really worrying about what character I play, etc. Sadly, no Galatine. Do a couple more of these. We'll end with the TTF. Red ID TTF, of course. Gotta go for that Lavis Cannon rare. Well, hopefully, regardless if it's me or someone else, whenever you do those cookie runs, Techium, you have good luck with those. I guess I'll add to the Hellcleave list if he happens to have them. Do the what's it called? Couple of more god techniques. 2 is probably good enough for now. I could probably get the rest on my own. Most of my characters have a technique. I think I have like 6 god techniques and a devil. but I have like 14 forces. It's kind of like I don't need them on every character. It's just it only really matters if I'm going for max damage in episode 4. So if they're like Fomarl, for example, I don't really care. Although funny enough, I think she does have one just because she's a Megid in episode 2, but it is what it is there. Yeah, I think I was gonna go for an alt rare where I like playing the idea enough. If I make an orange Phonumen, I would probably want him to do Massive Attack Exerd. Right now I'm using the Phonu World there, so I'm not in a rush to switch IDs. But at some point I would like to have like the hot red forces all together. I could change it so that my, what are they called? My other forces are all the cool colors, and then I just have some neutrals floating around. I haven't decided if I wanted to go that far. I just don't like my Sky ID mixed in with red colors. But whether the Sky ID has to be with blue or purple, I'm not sure if I care to that level. Oh, this is the battle music, right? Yeah, I think this is the normal battle music, which is pretty good. Anyway, sorry about the distraction. Let me Rufoi. Goodbye, Dorfon. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. There we go. Look at that time save. Goodbye. Yeah, look at that. They can't even reach the suits before they're dead. Like, that's a good kill. Good kill speed. What I want to say. Yeah, we'll squeeze out, like, a little more damage in the future. No. There we go. We delayed our Gafoi so that way demons could land more often. Instead of using Rufoi. Big brain. Let more demon hits strike. Guess everybody's close enough together. Go a little further, I'll just reapply buffs. See, now this music sounds like something I would hear in Dungeon Drafters. See why Kirk likes the game, just from the soundtrack alone. Oh boy. Yeah, at some point we'll play Wild Arms 3. We have a couple series that are kind of rotational, whether we do it this year or next year. There's a couple games that I've been waiting way too long to replay, and I desperately want to play them. Debuff what we can here. Go into debuffs. Into stacks. Alright, well now I have like a ton of Gafoi stacks here, so the Satellite Lizard should just explode. Yeah, look how fast that was. Goodbye. Just... there we go. See, when you're in a good position, they're like one Gafoi from death. There we go. Good timing. That is not so lore. Ooh. Look at that. Live it on the edge. Oh, there's a Trifluid over here. Oh, that's fun. By crowd of lizards. Oh, that was a good freeze trap. I was slightly out of position. I wanted to be behind the one that I was standing in front of. See, that would have cost me a lot of time if I'd been struck by that. Because that means I have less stacks on these Buddhas, which will just die. Moving a little further away from the other Yowies, but this should still be fine. I was gonna say, I had a good enough stack there that the team barely had to do anything, so... You could always stacks. Perfect. We're definitely gonna Zalor here. Buff what we can. Perfect. Leave. Guess I could reapply buffs while I'm here. Nothing better to do. 1, 2, 3. Little Gafoe. Oh, the other one didn't spawn. That was awkward. Oh, on the off chance that they stomp me but don't knock me down. Does mean Gafoe does more damage if they reset me. There we go. Get my game lagging a little. I have to clean up some apps to see what the issue is. I feel like it's behaving a bit weirdly. But it is what it is. I think it's partially OBS has been messing with some of the video rendering settings, so I'll have to adjust it later. Debuff. Damn, look how much damage that does to me. That's insane. Imagine being Gelin and still taking like 800 damage almost instantly. Lure what I can, speed this process up. Our guy's frozen and not targetable. We're not going to worry about that. Yeah, and once they kill all the Pyro Gorons, we should be good. Because all these satellite lizards near me are like ult or dead. I'm not really worried about them. If I get hit, I'm gonna be sad. Bye, Yowies. Get our Gafoe stacks on. By the remaining Marissas. Oh, I saw them at 4 health. So sad, chat. Unfortunately, a couple of them are getting frozen in midair, so for those, I can't do anything about them. It means my Gafoe actually whips. That makes me a little sad when that happens. Just level ups for the team. Mina went from, I think, 99 to 105 across a few quests. Not bad. We're getting into the usable character territory. This level, nice. You're like, I'm only doing triple out of Heavenly Battle with all this other nonsense. Need that accuracy. Those. Need a Dimate. We'll wiggle, do the wiggle. There we go. Such a fun manip. It's so dumb. But I love it. It will help a little bit here, just to chip out a little bit. Okay, team's damage is good. Let's focus on Gafoe. I got moved a little off center, so I don't know what that's going to do for me. Too bad. I was almost where I wanted to be, but that last hit messed me up a bit. Fortunate. Let's recenter. Somebody was trying to melee the Marissa. I was like, how did it not die to Gafoe? Madness. There we go. Yeah, I'm like far enough away from the Gorons that I don't die, and more importantly, the lingering Gafoe kills a couple stragglers. Done. Yeah, like this wave's a little slow. They're just too spread out on this wave. Gafoe sack to matter. Now this wave, on the other hand, by Rappies. Debuff, debuff. Catch up to the team and rebuff. Buff. There's a disgusting amount of enemies fighting us over here. Leave me alone. I could Ripoe this slightly faster. Make sure we reapply buffs. Perfect. I'm not really needed in this phase. I more need to just be ready for this phase. Put out one Gofoe early, because honestly, these guys die pretty quickly. I think you need to like Zigor immediately either. Team damage is so high. I need to be a little more centered there. That's still pretty quick. Oh, that Marissa next to me is dead instantly. So that's what I'm talking about. The Hunu roll put one fireball out, and that fixed the damage that I was missing by. It's so silly. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that one fireball actually combo killed the Marissa. That's all I was missing it by without having God Technique. So funny. Hunu roll fireball MVP. Melee each other, getting some stacks. I actually killed him with a magical piece, Gofoe. Nice. Tough time. Let's go here. I think this might be my adjustment. Just like a little baby step here. I think that's good enough. I think before I wasn't quite judging where the center of the room was. I think this should be fine. Yeah, that's perfect. You know you're in a good position because the other Rappies don't run. So it is almost literally dead center in the room is where I want to stand. Although I might need to take a little baby step back here so I don't get hit. Yeah, that should work. By the Pyrogoron wave. Yep. There we go. Nice. And he even turned around and swiped and missed. Man, the micro step adjustment was so good. Unfortunately, I still got hit. There you go. That's when you know you've been playing this game for too long. Just like do a little micro step, a little baby step adjustment. Double photon drop. Yeah, I'll try restarting my computer. I think YouTube is just memory leaking on me, because I'm noticing a performance issue in PSO, which is very rare. So, I think it cached like 2 5-hour videos. Let's see. Even though I closed it, it's not getting rid of it. Oh, oops, that's gonna kill the game. My bad, that's gonna kill the game. I need to remember there's a different input for that. My bad. 1 second. Oh yeah, see well you can't see it, but it's eating like 7 gigabytes of memory right now. I was wondering why it was lagging. My bad. I need to remember it's Control Shift Escape to cause it to not crash PSO. But it opens Task Manager. Fun fact, by the way. I learned that because I did that, and then I forgot to actually implement it. So there you go. Windows tips. Control Shift Escape to easily go into Task Manager. Unfortunately, PSO is like the only game that will crash when you open Task Manager with Control-Delete, because it does not like tabbing away, but it is what it is. So I'll do one more, and we'll do Red TTF. Team could decide to fight the boss or whatever, it doesn't really matter. At least team should have some buffs. It shouldn't be too terrible. But if team doesn't want to do it, it's up to you. Might as well just sit here for a second. Okay, let me see if I can fix the memory issue real quick. Yeah, that's crazy. It should not be using that much. Get a compressed air can for this at some point in case that also contributes. Oh, I see what happened. Interesting. I'll have to fix that post-stream. I think one of the cables came out for my additional cooler fan. This. So I'll just wait a couple minutes. I'll see if I could get the fan working as a backup fan. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, two things, memory leak. Small issue with one of the other fans. I think that should work now. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of loud. Move the microphone up, so hopefully that doesn't catch as much. Oh well, as long as the chat doesn't super hear it, I guess it's fine. Although it is like just revs up every now and then. GPU is looking a little hot. Not like danger zone, but above average. Goes away. Don't need to worry about that. I think he needs from here. So. Does he need a branch of Paku Paku? It's one of those things I hold, but just never bring with me. He has his own Glide Divine if I really need it. Yes, I'll give him a branch of Paku Paku. I can always upgrade this later. Stats don't really matter if it's just going to become a Striker of Chow. That'll remind me to do it later at least. This, there we go, a little better. That away, actually don't know, that away. But this away. Yeah, so I think this event, if we include trades, has been probably about 250 PDs. Otherwise, if you exclude trades, it's been about like 215 PDs. I think that's the most I've ever gotten in an event. And I think it's been predominantly due to the presence just being all photon drops. For better or for worse. There we go, the fan got quieter. I think it was just trying to cool off the computer. There we go. Yeah, suddenly GPU temperature is below 60. That's good. Game. There we go. Yeah, I was helping somebody with performance issues on their PC, and I feel like mine's just... I didn't mean to go over there. I feel like mine is mostly fine, but I feel like I'm getting a short in one of my USB ports, so I'm gonna have it checked out when we have some downtime. Probably post-February. I'm not in a rush since it doesn't seem to happen consistently, and I think it might just be more the peripheral rather than like the slot itself. So I want to rule something out before I do anything major there. But anyway, I was learning to optimize the memory usage of the computer, help a friend out with their performance issues. I think for the most part, as long as I don't do anything too crazy, it should be fine for a few years. No upgrades needed. I already feel like it's running smoother. Yeah, something about YouTube has been different the past few months. It's not like, oh, I installed something and forgot. It's like, no, like genuinely, like if YouTube is opened, it has been lagging the computer's like DirectX 11 equivalency, which is really weird. And I'm like, it's just a music video with a static image. It really should not be that draining to do that and have a game up. And then I that's where I found the memory leak issue. Like, oh, that makes a little more sense to me. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Didn't really like dabbled in it too much, but basically they had the equivalency of 16 megabytes of RAM, and they were like nearly capping out playing like any 3D game. So we just gradually went through some of the settings, and we removed a ton of really unneeded apps and startup apps, and that alone freed up like almost 3 of the megabytes. I'm like, well, maybe you don't need to do anything anymore. This is good enough. So yeah, when in doubt, just clean up applications. That'll be my tech tip to people. If your computer feels slow, you should really double check those startup apps. No worries, Chris. Welcome back. I think I'll put down a Ryuko for you. Need to go there. Catch up to us. Yeah, it was interesting to see the impact of performance of like DirectX 12 versus DirectX 11. Kind of like one of those things where it's like the misnomer. They're like, oh, it'll run faster. It's, you know, it's a better version, blah blah blah, and it's like it just capped out their memory. So it's like it just lagged them really hard. I would say like, yeah, for high end for PCs, probably would be fine to do DirectX 11, but see about everything else. Let's reapply some buffs while we're here. Yeah, just a couple of tweaks. Oh, and then the other one, you know what blew my mind, chat? I don't know if you know this. I don't know how much you work in computer issues. But do you want to know what one of the biggest factors was? Do you build your own PC? I have a built PC, but I don't use it as much as I should. I have to get a part replaced. I had somebody helping me with it because I'm not good at like the physical building of it portion of things, but I just haven't seen them in a year. So stuff got put on hold there. But welcome, House Kabold. But do you want to know what the craziest thing though? Maybe chat knows. They were so I'll give the issue, and we'll see how much chat has dealt with this before. They were playing games like Fortnite, or they're playing like other 3D games that involve multiple people. And every time they turned the camera, the game lagged really badly. Do you want to know what that issue was, chat? It's really funny. It was the computer mouse. It was polling too quickly, and it lagged out his game. It's like, you know, 5 years ago, I wouldn't even have thought of that, but I'm like, wait a minute, is it just because you got a new mouse? I'm like, is your mouse lagging the game? Let me check. That is the thing. So have fun with that, by the way. If you notice that 3D is acting really weird when you turn, but it otherwise seems to load fine, I recommend you check to see if you have what the polling rate is on the mouse. I think it was defaulting to like some absurd number, like 8,000 hertz or something. I put it down to like 100, and then it was fine. It's like, oh look, it's no longer lagging, and your mouse sensitivity is fine. Who would have thought? So yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, they're using a new Razer mouse. It was lagging their game so bad. Because again, that's like more aimed towards like high-end PCs that can handle that many inputs being registered over and over and over. So if you're more of the standard rate, you know, 16s at this point for gaming versus like the 32s or whatever, check your mouse. That'll be my tech tip to you. Because we freed up the memory issues, so his load times went from like on 3 or 4 different tested games from like a minute plus to like 12 seconds. And that was just from app cleanup and, you know, uninstalling some stuff he didn't need. The other thing to make sure for people that are not as tech savvy, if you have a solid state drive or an SSD, don't fill that thing to max. That will absolutely lag you out if you're trying to use it. So we cleaned out, I think, like 200 gigabytes from my 800 one. Then it was mostly resolved at that point. But yeah, the mouse ended up being the big performance issue of all things. It wasn't a DirectX. I mean, it kind of was a DirectX setting for some of the issues, but like the one that was like cross-game, I was like, wow. Mouse too strong, please nerf. So that was my fun little adventure prior to the stream. How am I on GPU opinions? I'm not super savvy when it comes to that stuff. I'm more of the like troubleshooter. I'm really good at figuring stuff out, even if I'm not like the subject matter expert in it, because I will analyze and do whatever I can to find things. So when we start ruling out the obvious, we start going into the As I said before, I would never have thought in a million years the mouse would lag a game. But welcome to the 2020s, I guess. That's what happens when you have all that extra software for your mouse. Like, currently I just stick to NVIDIA because I have it, but I don't know where I'll be in a couple of years if I decide to get a new personal PC versus a gaming PC. I just know, like, the past 5 years or so, it's just been really bad with ordering those kinds of parts. For many, many, many different reasons. There's a Rionov on the floor. How badly do I want that? I don't think I care. Though I might pinpoint it, though. Yeah, let's team point it, actually. Goodbye, Rionov. It's just kind of one of those things where I don't feel comfortable with the physical building of stuff, but I'll dig into like computer logs and stuff like that if I need to. I'm gonna say I'm definitely not beginner when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I'm really far from expert when it comes to individual parts and makers and stuff like that. It's just not a field I work in. I do program debugging all the time, so switching over to hardware, trying to determine if it's hardware or software, like a little in between. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, it's like, oh, the you know, so-and-so maker can't make the parts, or, you know, they're gonna buy it all early and then you have to get it from scalpers. They're like, oh, I don't care. I want to deal with that stuff, honestly, with computers. Yeah, maybe I'll test out the other PC once I get the final part. The problem is like the thing I'm looking for is just, I look every other month and it's always out of stock, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, well, I have to wait, I guess, or wait for another updated version to get it of the part that I need. It is what it is. I PSO and have a 380, I don't need a GPU. If I have a 380, maybe? It's definitely a GeForce, NVIDIA GeForce. remember if it's like a 380 RTX or whatever. It's been a while since I looked at my computer's actual graphics card. I've had it for a couple years. The intent was to upgrade what I was using before for streaming because that computer was okay, but it's not in the same league as this one. So I switched that one over to a personal PC. That's kind of the nice things. I don't like ever completely fully retire the PC. It either just ends up with a family member or it'll just be like, oh, that'll be the guest thing. You just gotta check it every once in a while, make sure it boots. It is what it is, I guess. Lore, get rid of those. Yeah, I would say the only downside about this one is that I probably should have looked for an option with more ports. So I think I'm running into some issues with USB hubs, I guess is the right hardware term. Because I need to be able to plug in multiple things. Like, four is not enough for what I do. You have to think about it this way. I have Stream Deck, I have links to consoles, I have the mouse, I have the controller. So many different things plugged in. Oop, I got bodied. Plus, if I'm doing anything console related, I have to have all the converters, which is annoying, and then those need also connections. So fortunately, there's not as much plugged in at the moment, but it does add up. Plus, you have like all your state drives plugged in, etc. Yeah, I wish I had 6. Because honestly, there's some I don't really care about the speed of the port. It's just more I need to connect it. But yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, just dealing with 4 is like, I would have been okay with the mouse being in the other slots, for example.
You're wide open!
Thank you, People Man, for following. Hope you're doing well. There we go. We're in a good position. See that, chat? You can't see anything on screen because it's all white, and that means you did it correctly. The Rappies didn't run, although now I need to back up slightly for the Pyro Baron. See that? We could talk about PCs while I'm just Gavoe stacking. It's all good. Although I need the Zalure here. There we go. Oh, confused trap. Boo. I'm meleeed. Oh, I'm getting bullied. Help. Send help, getting bullied. Oh, hello. There we go. I guess I could have donated, but I don't really care. Or Yellies. They're already dead. They just don't know it. The walk towards me is futile. The killing blow was delivered seconds ago. Okay. I'm gonna go further from the team. I'm tired of getting stacked on. No Condrio. But at least I'll get a level up. Then we'll do probably maybe 1 or 2 red ID TTFs. Probably just 1 actually. Except before, unfortunately, I have something at technically 1:15, but family loves to come really early, even though I told them not to do that. It is what it is. I'll be with family for probably 5 or 6 hours once I'm done with the stream. So I would say in terms of PSO, it's not very likely I will be back before the event ends. Unless they just decide to let it run. I kind of doubt. Who knows? Flip a coin. Maybe it'll last till Sunday. They're getting a little better at it, though. I think they've been automating the processes lately. That is such a rude missile. I got distracted by the spinners. I was like, oh, keep down. I hate the spinners so much. They really make it hard to time invincibility. Press does, but we'll see. Nope, too early. At least we're done with this fight. Get me out of here. Oh. I tried so hard to walk into the laser chat. I was beelining for it. No, I don't get to wiggle. So sad. I tried. Meanwhile, other times I do this. I'm like, the laser's physically off screen and it still strikes me from a screen distance away. So unfair. There's my level up at least. Did I get ATA? Nope. Life is unfair, chat. I'll have to put his other adept back, because I just don't have enough for the other forces. Yeah, not a bad run. Sadly, no Galatine for people, but it is what it is. So maybe when we're... I don't know. I guess we'll have to see if Dango's around and Imperameter's around together at some point. Since I'd like to wrap up the, challenge mode runs at some point post-event. ED... Those, put that away. Random box that it's like beelining me toward. Trifluid. Pick that up. I don't often go back to the shop with double adepts, but picking that up is nice. Okay, so I'm going to switch into Red ID. So I think Chris said he needed to step away, if I remember seeing that correctly. We should have a free slot. We'll do 1 CTF. If we clear really fast, I'll do 2. But it has to be like... 14:10 would be the slowest I would take into it. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Huka Seal because she's my Red ID character. So many items. Okay. If anybody wants to hop in for a TTF, by all means. Although, apparently, according to the text message I just received, they're already driving to me for some reason. They're like almost 40 minutes early. I'm gonna tell them they're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry, chat. There's a certain point they gotta say, like, I say, don't come before 1. I'm very explicit with that. And they're driving down at like 12:40. No. Just let them know they can hang out at the other family member's house. It's like, yeah. It is what it is. They don't live super far from me, so not a big deal. I just don't know why they're going right now. Is this the version with the item dupe glitch? Asks Huskable. That's an interesting question. I'm assuming it's patched out, but I don't really want to try it or I'll get banned. But yeah, I think, I mean, the GameCube version definitely had that, where you would basically, engage in multiple NPC dialogues at once and cause goofy things to happen and basically end up with infinite money and potentially item dupes. Oh, yeah, I would get busted so hard if I did that. I've never tried it. They have some log history of players, but they can also observe. I'm not sure how long they store the data because they do backups of stuff. But also I'm also recording on top of that, so I have many reasons I wouldn't want to try that. Yeah, I'm assuming all that is either outright banned or has been outright disabled. Some combination thereof, but I do not want to test it. Since we're in a much larger private server. I want to say there's maybe like 4 or 5 GMs currently. There's some that are there, but I don't know how much they actually just like roam around. I usually think of like, you know, Mercy, Matt, Ryan, offhand are the 3 that I see the most. After that, I'm not as sure. Got Vol up, nice. Hope you're doing well, Huskabold. Sorry, I ran a mouse scroll like I don't need a quantity of glitch and training players. I mean, people can literally equivalency of blue screen of death people in PSO if they really wanted to. But I'm assuming all of those venues don't exist anymore. Kind of a Wild West on the GameCube. It's even to the point where I think if players just loaded into the lobby, they could just delete your character and your items. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't yearn for the old days. I yearn for the split screen, you know, comfort of playing with friends, but the way the game was back then, that's fun. No, thank you. I'm gonna telepipe out. Take the telepipe to the team. Perfect. It can be fun to watch people speedrun it at some points. Yeah, it's its own Wild West. You can do whatever you want in offline play. I don't think it matters. I guess I'll just berserk my HP to 0. Goodbye, Soul Dragon. Yeah, this is kind of just the version after the GameCube version. Little PC action, so extra episodes, and there's a lot of custom content on the server in terms of quests. And they started adding more things like cosmetics to the game for people that want to make useless rares actually do something. There we go. That was a perfect Still Dragon glitch. Goodbye. You're done. Sit down. So we almost one-shotted. We reduced it to 500 health in the 4,000 health stage. Not bad. Valkyrie. I wonder if that's actually used for anything, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess I'll pick it up in case it is now. Goodbye, Escape Dome. Rest in peace. Yeah, there's some things that are allowed that they don't care about. Like, it's just kind of tech. For example, if we slime dupe, doesn't really matter.
Nibalang Valesti!
Although sadly we didn't get to see it there. 1, 2, 3, freeze trap, walk away, Disc of Rayman. There we go. That's how I want the bangles. Bye. Get him out of here. If they do we get 4 writing rings up present, now I'm not there. Ooh. I'll try to slow up the slime dupin, although I'm a little scared running into this room. Just walking around at 5 health, you know, just casual. I mean, he is in my way. Damn, team kill speed is really quick. Well, we'll still go for it. A slime dupe. 1, 2, 3. Spam fire traps, walk towards the door. Laugh at all the slimes. Sadly, none of them look like rare slime. Do little micro steps, so I'm closer to the door, and wait for the team to kill the Volmer. This door will open. Perfect. So good. Your poison worth anything? Probably not. I don't know if it's using forge components though. I don't remember seeing in that list, but you would never use it for casual play for sure.
Oh wow, look at the pretty butterfly.
I just hear the Valkyrie sound clip. I feel like you did that like almost a minute ago. It was like almost a jump scare for me. I saw the butterfly. It was like, I'm like, I think Stream Elements was sleeping for a little bit. Realized you were doing some sound effects. With 2 hunters, I usually just prefer to freeze trap this, so I think I'm gonna freeze trap. So much damage. On Sonic Boom, it's true. Oh, Valkyrie profile. We might play you again someday. I actually enjoy hard mode, minus the hard mode dungeons. I feel like that's actually like it rewards you for knowing the game. And I like starting at level 1 with characters. But man, some of those puzzle dungeons are just... I'm never doing those, ever. Get me out of those. Be alone, Cannabins. You know what? You guys deserve this. You know what you did. I don't have to shoot you, but I will. Alright, chat, we're just gonna assert dominance on that encounter. I think I could kill these pretty easily.
This is the Reaper's
Hello,
power.
Boldy. 1, 2, 3. What? Oh. That actually threw me. That actually threw me off because he didn't go the direction I thought he would. I think he was following another player briefly. Yeah, it's easier to manipulate when there's only one person in the room. He just went away from me, which is not normal behavior, I would just like to state. Let's get them to leap at us. Perfect. There we go. Now we're manipulating. Out of here, Elder Sinnoh. Oh, I actually killed all the Sinnohs before they killed the Cannabins? Wow. I'm not gonna take the Tailpipe then. Saves me a Tailpipe. Said don't worry about it, so I'll do like 1 Twin Blaze to slow them, and then I'm not gonna Twin Blaze after that. I just want to give extra opportunities to catch them. Although actually you're already there, maybe I don't even need to do anything. Yeah, if they were where Pekium is on the left, I probably would have needed to assist, but I'd be fine here. We'll witness. I'm gonna put fireballs on this one in case they go past. There we go. Looks like the loop has been established. GG. Yeah, I know it's a perfect loop because even if I throw Twin Blaze's fireball out, it will never override the loop. I think it's literally frame perfect.
This is the Reaper's power.
I just can't do it. No interrupts available. It's 2 frame perfect. I'll pick up my material. Alright, we're making pretty good pace. Sadly, family left super early for some reason. So apologies for that. We would have been able to fit it in off the pace of this run otherwise. Yeah, we're like 8 minutes here doing optional clears. Like, yeah, we're so far ahead of where we needed to be. Such a shame. Yeah. If they had just left, like, literally right now, I would have easily put in a second run. No contest. But no, they left like 20 minutes ago for some reason. Put a happy little freeze trap down. Here we go. Yeah, I'm coming in here in 9 minutes and not even 10 minutes? Ooh. They're trailblazing this with the extra kills. Yeah, this is on pace for it being like a low 13. Even with the extra kills. Ouch. Even that death won't really cost that much time, to be honest. Here we go. Here, put a free trap here. Damn, still no spread noodle from that. So sad. Yeah, we're still entering sub 10 minutes, which is hilarious. Yeah. But even, I mean, if we get a good false pattern, it can even be a 12-minute. Though it needs people to come over. There we go. I'll take this run seriously. Oh, I think I'm out of escape doll, so I gotta be careful.
Is that a monolith?
And a little health. Ooh, that interrupted right as I used it. That was scary. Let me use it here. Goodbye my health total. Okay. I have to concentrate for a little bit, so I do not want to look at chat for about 10 seconds.
Spin!
Random sound effects are not helping, but we'll go this way. Let's clear this. I'm gonna go this way. I'm playing dodge the spinners. F. While still trying to get a couple kills here. I can kill that one for free. That one, kill that one. In range of that one. I'm almost out of the I need to pay attention fully phase. Just because it's very annoying and they're like set, but they're not set. Like they'll be, okay, now we're good. I'm here to help, here to add challenge, true. Mr. Pig stirs says Huskable. I'm like, listen, I gotta dodge those. I don't feel like dying. Not today. Oops. Should still work. I didn't realize I couldn't turn around right away.
End of the line.
Positions there. This boss finally go towards me? Never. It's never going towards me. Holy. What is that? Like 90% of the time it has moved away from me? So brutal. One day, chat, I'll be free. Okay, that's at least a good pattern. I'll take that. If all I did was one attack into that, that's fine. Alright, so we're on pace for killing it. Even if it's short cycles, I think we have so much damage. Especially with the Zalor here. I think this boss is just dead. Let's take a look at the timer. Oh yeah, it's like 12:17. Even with the 30 seconds to the end, it might actually just be over in the next 10 seconds. There we go. It might have been sub 13. Goodbye, boss. Pretty good run.
I'm a ghost. Ha! Dead already?
Yeah, that was pretty fast. I mean, given that we did all those extra kills, that was really fast. It's gonna tick up to like 12:55 or something, because it's ridiculous. Oh, look! Oh, almost called the time on the nose. It barely ticked up when the cutscene ended. I got cheated there. Yeah, sub 13. Nice job. Well, we're seeing the power of Techium and Parameter and Retract currently. There we go. Almost on par with some of my solo runs. But we're getting quadruple the kills or something ridiculous. So absolutely worth it. The NPC, he's coming for me. Did you see him, Chad? He's like, hold on. You might have defeated Falls, but can you defeat my RNG path thing? No. Leave me alone. Bad NPC. There we go. Nice try. I don't think I need to get any items from the shop. That much healing. Took a couple safety heals, but... On the plus side, I get my skip doll back. Nice and easy. We'll talk for a few minutes. Unfortunately, I think that is the end of the event for me.
Is that a monolith?
Spin, spin!
End of the line.
All the sound effects are cute.
I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost, apparently.
Dead already?
Okay, there we go. So from the standpoint of the event itself, we got some good stuff during the Rare Week. Rare Enemy Week was mixed, but we kind of expected that. We got to listen to some nice soundtracks. We helped some people get red rings. We got Parasitic Gene Flow. I think overall we had a pretty good event. There wasn't like a game changer on stream. Like nobody got like a 75 hit caliber. Nobody got like 70 hit vice or something like that. But definitely way above average compared to normal gameplay. So I think we got enough raw PDs that we could just afford a million trades. So even though we might not have gotten like the jackpot item during the event, there's enough that at least we could do a ton of trading compared to normal. So it's nice that we got a little bit of that in. We helped several new players during the event. We had Retract basically come up from level 80. They're now 182 from the event, which is kind of nice. So hopefully Retract will continue to enjoy some PSO. We're going to take a break, I think, from casual play. But we'll probably be back when we can organize a team to complete some challenge mode runs. Nick Schultzby, change to your round, or I need to do that ASAP. You can do it anytime. Just need 40. So overall, from the standpoint of the event, not bad. I wish we did a little more December Disaster, but that's more on kind of my schedule than anything else. I wasn't as available as I wanted to be during the during the Rare Item Week. But at least we got a good mix of CF4. We even did CF1. We did 5 CF1s. That's 5 more than I thought I would do this year. Officially. We even did CF2 in the beginning. We got to show chat why it's a mistake and then agree not to complete the quest. We got to show people that didn't get to see it before. They got to regret life choices by going into that fog room. So there's that. It's not quite the same level of troll as good old Fragments of a Memory, but it is what it is there. Anyway, we'll be continuing something on Saturday nights, TBD. I will probably not stream after this because I will have been basically zero free time for many days in a row. So I'm going to take a day break to recover. Aside from that, we'll be getting new games, which we'll talk about more when we say goodbye to YouTube. I don't think there's anything else PSO news related to really share. So if you did watch to this point in the video or the VOD, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and hope to see you again in probably challenge mode.